game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Squaring off with another team from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Eagles offense comes onto the field first today. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the run, it's McMillan. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Lockett. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Eastern Michigan, 7. Western Michigan, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Western Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Oh, they're after him! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got him downfield.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him, he's got a rhythm going, he's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield, it's Fowler. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The play action fake. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Rooks. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Eagles are on the move. Dropping back, it's Kim. Plugs it out of the air. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time he's got his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Brooks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quickly to the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Keeps it on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying play action. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They go to the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's McMillan. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Kim. Makes the catch. It's McGee. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17, Western Michigan, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Leary. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Lowry. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they're giving it to the tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With the catch, it's Rooks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Eagles line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Lowry. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarter.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their...
Oh, He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. To the ground with the back. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Lowry. Grab near the marker, it's Brooks. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Under fire. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
By the receiver.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Complete to the wideout. He's gone out of bounds.
The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of
That's
downs.
a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle. It's McGee.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
14. That's a first down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
Eastern Michigan.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
38. Western Michigan. 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Got his man in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He'll set up to throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking up.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Kim. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Brooks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's McMillan. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kim. Going over the top. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They'll immediately call timeout.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to get it to the marker. Powers through the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back to pass. It's Lowry. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
That pass is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these.
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.